Hey Alexa, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do to bring in more patients through your website. Now, it looks like you guys are building a new website. That's great, but what I'm going to show you in this video is going to go hand in hand with that new website. Because what it's going to do is it's going to show you once that website goes live, you know, you want it to show up at the top of Google for things that people are searching, right? Because if nobody sees your website, then, you might as well not even have one. It might as well just be like a PowerPoint that you send to people. So what I'm going to teach you is going to make sure that you show up at the top and help you get those new patients onto your brand new website and into your practice. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies. But before we get into that, I want to talk about a little more about the goal of those strategies, which, like I said, is to get your website at the top of Google. But how are we going to do that? And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on these things called buyer intent keywords. So that's basically a word or a phrase that someone's going to search for when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of Bellavue Aesthetics, you guys are a medical spa, so that might be something like Botox Las Vegas. So I went ahead and searched Botox Las Vegas on Google, and we can check out the results. So here's the maps. We're going to come back to that. But then I want to talk about the most important part of the results, which is called the organic listings. So these are the websites that show up here that you don't have to pay Google for like you do for those ads that you sometimes see. And these are going to get the vast majority of the traffic, the website clicks, when people search for keywords like this. So up at the top here, we see some of your competitors, right? LV Plastic Surgery, Chic La Vie, right? These are other med spas in the Las Vegas area. But so far we don't see Bellavue Aesthetics, which makes sense. It's a brand new website. We wouldn't expect to see you guys right away. But if you don't put some effort, some resources into it, then you aren't going to be able to show up like these websites do. And what's going to happen is people are going to search for this and they're going to click on these competitor sites instead of yours. So you might be wondering, well, do I even care about searches like this? Like, how many people even look for Botox Las Vegas? And we can actually answer that question using this tool called Ahrefs. So this basically tells me how many people search for certain words or phrases. And right here we see that keyword Botox Las Vegas, and we see that it gets 1,000 searches every single month. And if you look down this list, we have similar keywords that are getting hundreds of more searches every month. So that's literally thousands of people that are searching for Botox every single month in Las Vegas. And we could do this, I'm using Botox as an example, but we could get a list like this for any of the services you provide, whether it's dermal fillers, microneedling, if you do laser treatments, anything like that, we can get a similar list. But the thing is, there's tons of people searching this, but like I said, if you're not showing up on Google, then none of them are going to click on your website. So again, I know your site's new, but let's see if you do show up for any keywords. And right now, the answer is no. You're not showing up for any keywords, which is fine, right? But let's take a look at one of your competitors to see, where you might want to get to. So right here we see Chic La Vie, and we see that they show up for a lot of keywords. And let's see what they are. Okay, so right away you can see that they are doing a lot of effort. They're putting in a lot of effort to show up on Google. We have Med Spa Las Vegas, right? That's 600 keywords and they're in the top spot. And then there's that one we searched for, Botox Las Vegas. They're number 4, right? So they're in the top 5 for all these Las Vegas based med spa keywords. So that means they're one of the first websites that people are going to see when they search for these services. So how can you compete with them, right? How can you do what they're doing and get in these top spots? That comes back to those three strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website, right? So what Google wants to see in terms of content is about 1,000 to 2,000 words talking about the services from those businesses that they're putting at the top there, right? So they want to see a lot of text, talking about those services. So right now, you don't have any content, of course. You're building a new website. But let's look at your competitor to see where you would want to be to rank on that first page. And this is Chic Levy's Botox page, right? So that's what showed up in those results. And if we scroll down, we can see that they have a ton of content here talking all about Botox, the benefits, the side effects, right? So they're educating their patients about this treatment. And that's what Google likes to see, right? They like to see when businesses take the time to explain what they do. So that's what we would want to do once your website's finished. We'd want to make sure that you have plenty of content to talk about your services and use those keywords like this right here, Botox in Las Vegas. Okay, so that's content. Let's talk about the next strategy, which is called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you are a credible business, because when they see another business, right, another website talking about you, sending their own website users to your website through that link, that gives them trust. And they're going to reward that trust by moving you up on those search rankings. So right here, we see you already have 10 backlinks. So that's good. You don't even have your website finished and you already have 10 backlinks. That's a great start. But let's see where you need to get to by looking at your competitor, Chic Levy. So we see that they have 751 backlinks. So that's a lot, right? And so what can we do about that to compete with them? Well, we can actually look at their backlinks. We can click right here and see each one, and we can go through these and get you a link from every single one of these. And what that's going to do is it's going to match the strategy that Chic Levy has been using to get so much success. But we don't want to stop there, right? We want to go ahead and give you another 100, 200 backlinks, basically keep adding them so that you're not just matching their strategy, but you're blowing them right out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. One more thing I want to talk about is called the Google Maps section, right? So that's this part of the results where you see the map and you see these 3 featured businesses. So it's going to be really important to become one of these 3 featured businesses, because they actually get about 30% of the clicks from searches like this. So that's going to be our third strategy, is to boost up your Google business page listing, right? That's your maps profile, so that you're in these top 3 and can take advantage of that extra traffic. All right, Alexa, those are the 3 strategies I wanted to mention. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful to you. If it was, just give me a call or shoot me an email using the information you see here, and we can talk about the next steps. All right, thanks.